Hey guys, what is going on? This is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. You know what's going on. Alright, cool. So today we're going to be talking about sublimation. I got my Corel Draw old version here. I got the new version here. If you're wondering why the new version is here, it's because I downloaded software which I'm gonna feature on another sublimation tiling. Yes, you heard it, sublimation tiling process. All right, let's see what is going on in sublimation tiling. All right, so this is for another video. This is for this video. All right, cool. So right here, I have my logo. As you can see, it's currently on Corel Draw, old version. And the reason why I have old version, new version is to show you that there's something called tiling, right? So what you want to do is you want to go to your printer. All right, when you get there, you want to go to layout. Okay, when you go to layout, over here is where the amount of tiling that you can put. So as you can see, this tells you horizontally, this tells you vertically. So right now it's one tile up, one tile down. All right, so let's see, you can unlock it, and then when you unlock it, oh, before you do any of that, you have to press print tiled pages. Sometimes it will automatically do it for you, depending on how much it feels the image needs. All you have to do is click print preview. And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So altogether there's 6 tiles. Let me get these out of the way. Notifications. Oh, come on. Alright, so there's 6 tiles over here. The reason why these are important is because of this. The image itself is a large image. Let's take a look how large it is. Okay, it says the size of the image is 22.37 inches wide, and it is 17.12 long, right, or high. Now your normal printer that only prints 8 by 11 won't be able to print that many tiles. I mean, won't be able to print a large image like that, because if you go to general settings, right, what is it? One moment, please. Okay. All right. So anyways, in general settings, right, if you click on preferences, it tells you what your print size is. Letter 8.5 by 11. Now, if you want it to be larger, you can just click on the tab to bring it down. You can click on the 11 by 14, 12 by 12, whatever your printer capability is. But for today, we're going to assume you have the small EcoTank printer or a refillable cartridge printer that can only do 8 by 11. All right. So now I always put it on photo quality. Yeah, I always put it on photo quality, or actually photo and text. Sometimes this is best. Reason why is because when photo quality is applied, too much ink is used sometimes. Photo and text and image sometimes it's better because it gives you just the right amount. All right. Okay, cool. So when you are done figuring out what your preference is, you want to make sure the printer is going to is your Sublimation printer. Right here is my Canon G. It's supposed to be 1220, but I guess the software itself works for the 1220 and the 1020 series for Canon. So you want to click on it. Now you have your printer for Sublimation ready. Okay. You can do print preview to take a look, see how it's gonna look like at any time. Okay. But this is it right here. This is how you print large images on a 13 by 19, on a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Small printers, large printers. If you don't have a 24-inch wide format printer, this is your best solution. And even if you do have a large printer and you want to print larger, this is your best solution. Let's say you want to print what's that thing called? A mat or a sheet, right? Or one of those, multiple images sheets. It's like patterns that's on a comforter. This is where you go. You click on print tiles, print tiled images, and then over here you determine how many tiles you want. This is how you determine how many tiles you want. When you print on print preview again, wherever the image meets a tile, so let's say this image was a little larger and this part was edging towards here, another tile would print. Actually, two more would print. Why? Because the software recognizes how large the image is and will respond by giving it the appropriate amount of tiles. Basically, tiles are sheet of papers that have different segment of images on it that can be collaged or put together to create this large image. So once these images are done, put into play, what the software then does is, this is a good, okay. So I forgot to mention, you can also make the image large or small. The larger you make the image, the more tiles that appears. Or if the image is within the tiles, actually this is a good example. So I just made the image larger. It went from being 2 tiles high to now 3 tiles high, right? And instead of having 6, we have now, let's see, this is 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have 3 by 5 tiles, which gives you a total of 15. 15 tiles. So even here you can play with the tiles, how large you want it to be. Say I want it to be larger. As you can see, the tiles increase with the image. So you don't have to go back, try and make it larger. You can increase the image under print preview to get the appropriate amount of tiles that you may need. So let's see if we can make this smaller. All right. Now we're making the image smaller. All right. Let's move this scroll bar up so you can see. There we go. So now we have a, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3, which means now, why is it 4 by 3? Because some of the image is bleeding onto the different tiles. And because of that, also it's accounting for the background too. So because of that, you have more than 6 tiles, than 2 tiles. Now let's make this even smaller. This is just an example to show you how wide you can print and also how small you can print. Now we're back to the 6 by 2 tile. So each one of these tiles or squares that you can see is a sheet of paper. So if this sheet of paper would print, all this would be blank, but this section right here would be filled. Same thing for here. This section right here would be filled. Same thing for here. There's more sections filled. Over here, there's less section filled, and so on and so forth. The larger you make the image, the more tiles you get. Okay, let's try and make the tile a little bit, the image a little bit larger. And voila, more tiles. Tiling is a wonderful feature when you're doing sublimation. This tiling is also available in your regular Adobe Illustrator. It's available in your Corel Draw. Most print softwares have tiling on it. You just have to look under layout, press on tiling, and there you go. I don't want this video to be too long. We're just talking about tiling. All right. I'm doing segments of my sublimation process because I want to focus on certain things. So that way you get it. If I did a whole video, it'd be too much. You'd not understand tiling, exactly what I'm doing. So this is tiling. All right. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Again, this is Levi Apparel. All right.